So I should mention this was kind of a rough week for us in the locks. However, I feel like we nailed
We're
every
all over it.
pick.
We were on the right side of that. And okay, I'm
Okay.
Iowa fans. We take heat from you guys. I get
Okay,
it.
hold on.
We
We're not
both had
talking.
them in our locks. We both had them. So frustrating.
Hold on. Yes, we were on the right side of every game we picked. Right now,
Yes, we were.
first we're gonna talk about the only game we actually ended up getting right, and that was my Georgia pick. Georgia beats Auburn 34-10.
Yeah.
Utter domination, even
Yes, it
without
was.
JT Daniels.
Yep.
You're the Georgia fan. Go ahead, share your thoughts.
Hey, it was very impressive. The defense, we gave up a touchdown. Our first team defense gave up their first touchdown of the year, which is tragic. But Bo Nix is just very hard to sack. Like he runs around. So we all saw the LSU play from last week, where he's just like he literally made 7 guys miss, and just is like he's going around the whole backfield, just like kind of checking everything out, and then he like flips 130 yards down the field. It's a perfect pass. And he kind of did that a little bit against us. Like their offense had nothing for our offense on scheduled plays. The only where they had any success at all is purely just they kind of give Bo Nix the ball and he just kind of goes and Jason Bourne's around there for a while in the backfield. We have 5 stars that are grabbing at air and just can't get him quite. So hey, it's real. Bo Nix is hard to sack. That is confirmed. But yeah, no, the defense was special again. There is really, yeah. I mean, we could literally play until Wednesday and Auburn would still not have 20 points. So it is, yeah, they had 10 and that was shocking that they got 10. So no, I was very impressed with, the defense, the offense as well. We had a young man, he's a future Patriots receiver. His name is Ladd McConkey.
Yes.
He is a true freshman. He had 5 for 135, a touchdown. He's a burner. He is a small, he looks like he should be a slot receiver, a little white guy, but he can get after it. And why not? More of that, please. So Stetson Bennett was efficient. The announcers at the end of the game were trying to actually drum up that there's a quarterback controversy.
Yeah, what?
They actually said with a straight face, they said how do you take the ball out of Stetson's hands and give it to JT? And it was I will come up there and grab the ball from his hands and give it to JT if you need me to do that. It's okay, not the same thing, but still, you like having that as a backup quarterback. Stetson is a good backup quarterback. Do not get it twisted.
Penn State would love to have him as their backup.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Yes, and we can get more than that in just a little bit. But that is exactly why you want a experienced guy with kind of some moxie to be in there. And Bennett's, he's kind of cocky. He kind of plays cocky. He really thinks that he might be Baker Mayfield. He actually believes that. And so he's running around there, a little 6-foot guy, and he's making plays. So. Hey, no bad decisions this game. Yeah, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and really with our running game and with our defense, that's all you really need for a dominant win. This was a dominant win. Georgia was the better team the whole way through. Impressive, very impressive. In a year once again in a year where a lot of teams lose these types of games, a lot of top teams are losing these types of games. Georgia's not, and that's impressive. There's something to be said for that.
Sure. So. Just kind of a bigger picture question. Obviously, Alabama lost. We'll get to that later. So they pretty much need to beat Georgia in the SEC championship game to make a playoff.
Yes.
How does that make you feel? Do you feel better or worse about that game? Better because you saw them lose to A&M and you think they're vulnerable, or worse because you think they're going to be playing with their hair on fire because they need the win?
Last night was good for Georgia.
Yes.
Alabama losing to Texas A&M was good for Georgia. The possibility of undefeated Bama and undefeated Georgia playing in the SEC championship, Georgia would probably win that game. I feel I'm a Georgia fan. I expect the worst. I'm braced for the worst. So Georgia would probably beat them in the SEC championship. Bama would get in as a 3 seed and would just proceed to smoke everybody in the playoff, and including us in the championship game. So this is good. Georgia has a chance to beat Bama and completely knock them out of the playoff.
Right.
To knock them out and not have to play them again. That's huge. That is massive because I don't think you can beat Alabama twice. I really don't. And that's what Georgia would kind of be faced with is the prospect of probably having to beat them twice. And now you don't have to. Now you don't. And that is big for Georgia.
Yeah, I agree with you. the way you said it is perfect. You got, as long as you handle your business and you're undefeated going into the SEC championship game, you have 2 chances at that point to knock off Bama. You only need to get them in one of those 2, and that's enough. Because if you beat them in the SEC championship game, they won't be in the playoff.
That's right.
Almost certainly. We don't know what kind of 2007 level nonsense could still happen.
True. That is true.
But most likely, at that point, they would not be in with their second loss.
If I can't even imagine what I would just be. It would be a dark place if Georgia would beat Alabama in the SEC champion and somehow they would still get in the playoff. Right. I would be terrified, absolutely terrified. So yeah, last night was big for the program. That was huge.
Absolutely.